And Jarvan is here, but Perfect's so low. I don't know. As we get the flash coming down, but Lucid doesn't care. It's First Blood going over to DK. That goes to Xiu, which was the response pick. First Blood on over. Here's the level 6. Perfect goes in. He's trying to take this one, actually, as he's just going to get solo killed. Perfect cannot drop the subjugate, but no flash for him just yet, so easily turned onto. As now aiming as well. Going to have to flash and dash away from this one, but he still gets sniped down by Duckdom, and BDD is still here. He's just going to take Beryl for a walk down the lane. And Beryl has flash, but there's really no reason for him to flash until the very moment to force BDDs, and the follow flash comes through for the easy pickup.
Really well played there by KT. Just when the game was starting to feel maybe a little bit doomed, they answer back with a big play.
And now a bunch of needles coming through. A very awkward fight from both teams. But now Peter and Duckdom talked it in the front line, and they get taken down. Showmaker very low, but the flash from Xiu. We're going to get the taunt down. There's the knockup from the Jarvan, but we got 3 people in here keeping Xiu around. This is going to be a big shutdown for whoever gets it. It goes over to Cuz. And now the turn onto this Otacon, and it's just given over. And wait, what was that?
Was that a...
Yeah, and they're going to go for a fight right now. Not sure about the timing here, as now Cuz going to go in. He's quite low, gets burst down by aiming. And now Peter and the gang trying to get out. No! BDD in the middle of it, just going to flash to his Realm Warp and go straight into Xiu's open arms as he just takes down BDD, gets the shutdown as well. Talking about weird fights, we're just bouncing all over the... Xiu taking a decent amount of damage, and now Perfect is going to try to get Lucid, but gets taken out. And now a bit of damage going in on a Beryl, and he just gets blown away. And now a big taunt does come in, but the damage follow-up is not quite there. And Xiu also going to get burst to smithereens. Tavares doing insane amounts of damage, and so is BDD. Oh, he just got dunked on by Lucid. And now you see DK, they want to fight this one. He just chomps Peter in the face. Lucid taking a, okay.
Oh no.
Well, they're going to go in on a Showmaker here, as he is isolated and burnt to a crisp by more than just fire. And going in on the BDD now, 3v1. He is running so fast, trying to get to the disengage cone. He's not going to get there. And actually, Lucid kind of engages with it as Duckdom hit it. A very messy situation, and KT are not getting the good part of it. As Xiu, he did so much damage in this fight, and he will get the final kill here as well. Looks like Cuz and Perfect get out. He used it in. Aiming does take a huge amount of damage, but just dashes over the equalizer. Xiu and Showmaker still in there. Wants to get that kill on a Perfect, and he will. He gets in, and he gets out. And, ooh, nice interrupt there from Cuz. Gonna save Duckdom's life. And that means that maybe Showmaker in a rough spot, as it looks like DK do not want to continue fighting this. But now BDD is making the fight happen. As they go in, they're looking for more. The flash from Cuz and makes a couple more kills. And of course, this game had to go this way. Xiu in the mist, and BDD steps in. Cuz takes the kill. It's an ace for KT.
Just when...
And he's just pushing the base. Lucid gonna get caught out here.
Showmaker doesn't have TP as well.
Oh, he might just look to try to end the game if nobody can back. It's not like they have Baron empowered recalls.
Nobody is stopping them.
Nobody can back.
They're just chasing them down. What a play!
BDD's just gonna end the game. Unless you can somehow just flash on over and run to him.
Wait, they tried to TP, but it got cancelled. The TP got cancelled.
It doesn't work. We got the flash coming in from Xiu as he realm warps in with BDD. He ends the game. Game 1 goes to KT.
What a play from KT, the 4v.
But already, baits it out, and now he's just Omega dead. Yep, nowhere for him to go. A bit tanky, but can Cuz get here on time? Perfect gonna try to flash on in as now Cuz gets here. They're still going for the dive as Beryl's tanking this one up, but Cuz takes a long time to be taken out, but they still get it done. So 2 kills over to Dplus Kia.
Chasing them.
Yeah, that's a Rakan. That is a targeted charm, essentially. And even Cuz was here with ult and flash and everything. Yeah, Lucid really wants to Scuttle Crab. Yeah. Little engaged, but Renata is going to get a lot of value. Tons of damage into Lucid, though, as he is going to finally go down as doing a bit of damage. The ghouls as well. No counter-strike for now, but he gets it back and just bops him on the head. Going very deep for this one, and he's going to just die. Not sure about that. It's now BDD trying to get away here. Xiu, he doesn't have the flash, so he's not quite able to get in. The peel is there. And a big root comes in from Duckdom.
You guys can just go Dragon, by the way. They don't have a jungler.
Or we're just going to flash on in and fight more. Because that's what we do. Duckdom is just playing like an insane person. Still has his ult. Going in for the kill on a Lucid as he gets the callback and picks up the kill himself. Showmaker trying to do a bit of damage to Perfect, but they're all super low. The charm comes in, and now Shihu is just gonna die. Meanwhile, on the right side, or on the left side rather, Aiming just dying for no reason to the two of them. And KT, you could have just taken the Dragon, or DK rather. And that's gonna get the hostile takeover here. This time Cuz in a much better position. Big knockups both ways, but guess who's ahead? It's KT Rolster, and they follow up on this one too. As one by one the dominoes fall, and the charm is going to hit as well. KT might just end the game here.
Huge team fight for KT. They find the kills. Gonna take this one to a 2-0. Long death timers. No way Dplus are up in time to defend. And KT, we had a close series in the tiebreaker. This one not looking to be that way. Game one was a lot of back and forth, but this one, KT looking a lot more dominant.
Very dominant game here to KT from beginning to end, and they'll finish it off with a clean ace in the final team fights from the red side with a kind of wonky draft situation as well. They just make it work. KT just won. Lucid just gonna face check into where he knew Cassiopeia was. But he is Kindred, and he will live. The ult comes down, and the laser gets him. The Drake still goes over to KT, but that's a couple of kills now over to DK. Perfect does not have his flash. It's a third Chemtech soul in a row. And Perfect, very tanky, but I think eventually he just dies. And so 3 kills to DK, not half bad. He picked up, I think, 2 or maybe 3 stacks. Here comes Sion, and now Barrel's dead. So not really sure about that play, but... And yeah, nobody's actually fighting. Maybe able to go for Perfect, though, as he is trying to run, but he's not quite able to run fast enough. So the kill goes to Aiming, actually.
Okay, I mean, if the goal was getting stacks...
Shihu gonna come down here, but the smite should go. Yes, it will. Over to KT. Cuz throws down his circle, but a lot of low health bars here on the side of KT. BDD at least gets the 1 kill, but they have to abandon ship. It looks like Perfect might just be the sacrifice again. The Showmaker picks up yet another kill. Looking for a bit more backing on the ward right here. Is Duckdom. As, yeah, he might just die. 1 clap does it, and the flash over the wall, and Lucid picks up the kill. Still no stack as he only has 1 so far. And now he gets popped over to the side of BDD. It's KT. They're turning this fight around about 2 minutes later. Continuing to go in. BDD still here, and now with the combo coming down, looks like Shu is just dead. And they even give that kill over to BDD.
You know, I was ready to flame Duckdom for that recall, but it was...
About that one, Barrel, as now he is being taken for a walk, and the ult comes down, and it's Aiming! Aiming looks straight into the eyes of the snake and gets punished for it, and Showmaker gets baited. He's got 3 kills and 0 deaths, and Duckdom collects huge amounts of cash money.
The MVP of the play, Duck.
Piloting this one. Not going to do any missing maneuvers here. As now, Shihu goes in, and he just kind of dies. No follow-up. Gets burnt down, and Perfect, and he's going to start running the opposite way. Nice little knock up here on a Shihu, who once again is just being bullied. So much damage coming down onto him already. At least he's able to get his ult off. He's in the Kindred, but Peter's in the back line, knocking everybody up, and now the follow-up comes in from KT. Lucid is dead. And the root's going to come down, and Aiming just dies for free. KT just is a Sion.
Just kill him.
Yeah, they might be able to. He's going to ult out of the stun, and he is supremely tanky.
Yeah, they do no damage.
And now Shihu is taking a lot more on the left side here. He might be able to get his ult off, which does a decent amount, but you can see the rest of DK is just running away. And now that Miasma is down, Shihu didn't even have flash. The follow-up from Peter is huge. It is going to keep them around. Big ult comes through from Barrel, and now you've got them in place. At least the 1 kill does go their way. Nice look away from Lucid, but that is going to be the ult down from the Kindred, the ult bot. The follow-up hook from Barrel is big, but it's onto a Sion, and that is not going to be big at all. And now the follow-up here on the Lucid. Look at the range right now from the Senna. It's going to hit BDD at least, and now we have a bit of damage coming down. The Nautilus ult on a BDD as well is going to zone him away for quite a while, but now we got the flash in for perfect. Trying to engage, and Barrel just going to be chopped away at as he gets taken down. Big stun onto 3, and now Peter going to go down. That's going to make this Chaos Storm quite large, and KT just going to dodge all that and just run away. Uh-oh, we got the angle, the Mega Cone, and he got ulted and taken down. A bit of damage does come out from aiming and Showmaker. They've still got mana, but the sustain that you mentioned and blue buff here for KT, BDD is going to get out of the stun. Pretty important, and now we got the wraparound. We got the wraparound once again. He's not going to hit anything except the wall, and he should be going down here. So now KT in a weird spot. Barrel respawns, and now engaging onto the Ornn. That's a good one from Peter. Finds the front line. And Lucia going to be forced to ult early. Aiming, trying to run out of the ult. He's going to be pulled out of the stun, but still aiming goes down. And now it seems like the dominoes will fall again as 4 members go down for DK. KT looking to push in towards Showmaker. Not even going to look at that Elder Dragon. And aiming did 8k damage, and it still didn't matter.
Still not enough 8k damage. Half a Perfect's health bar, apparently. KT able to hold on strong. Gonna finish this one with a 3-0 and start their run through the gauntlet towards Busan.
Yeah, I mean, KT looking like a very scary team after this one. Not sure how much of it was their great play and DK's not so great play, but it's still a 3-0, a clean one. Nothing to see here going at KT Rolster. Their first spot in the gauntlet is secured, and they will face off against Nongshim Red Force tomorrow.
That's a bit heartbreaking for Dplus, especially games 1 and 3.